Hi, my name is Ludovic Faxel. People in the cigar trade call me Ludo. I am glad to be here today in Berlin to speak about Ashton Cigars, a company which I represent in various regions of the world, that is Europe, Russian Federations, Middle East and Africa. I want to thank the Noblego team for inviting me today to speak about our cigars. It's really a pleasure to be here. I have been in this cigar trade now for 15 years, and that's the only trade I've ever been since I left university in California in 1995. I finished an MBA over there, and as a wine lover, I spent a lot of time in a shop called High Time Wine Cellars and Smoke Shack, and they had a big cigar shop. And I was always amazed or surprised to see so many people always queuing. Remember, it was the years of the cigar boom in America, where everybody started smoking cigars. It was really amazing. And we got so curious with a friend of mine that we decided to start a cigar import business. And that's how we got, in one day, into this trade as cigar importers. I started working in the streets, representing brands of cigars and promoting them. I have done many hundreds, I can't count anymore, cigar events, cigar tastings, cigar dinners, basically promoting cigars, talking about cigars. I have the taste for that. I think perhaps because I'm French, I grew up with beautiful products, beautiful wines. I'm from Bordeaux. That helps a little bit perhaps. And for me, the cigars are the cherry on the pie. It's the finest thing when you have already everything. So I am here to speak about Ashton cigars, to present them to you. It's a wide collection of cigars. It started in the 1980s with a third-generation tobacconist, Robert Levin from Philadelphia, a tobacco expert who wanted to have his own cigars made. And he started making blends one by one, the first one being the Ashton Classic, which today is a landmark in the cigar industry. This gentleman, Robert Levin, had a taste as well, a great taste for cigars, and he was looking for the finest tobaccos. Remember, in the 1980s, the cigar industry was not as developed as today. It was actually going downhill, and it's only in the 90s, with the apparition of the magazine Cigar Aficionado of Marvin Shanken, that the exposure of cigar smoking became more and more popular, and that people started smoking cigars again more and more. And we saw, of course, new brands coming out and more interest and new blends and really a peak again in cigar smoking. So Ashton and its team was really a pioneer, or one of these pioneers in this trade. They were really early in the 80s. This company, which started very small with one cigar, the Ashton Classic, in the 1980s with Robert Levin in Philadelphia, became really large, really big, and today it's one of the prime company in the USA, family-owned, independent company with many blends. It grew over the years for one reason, because it created very interesting blends for cigar smokers. Year after year, it developed a market for taste. It built a market, and you can find Ashton cigars in almost all international markets at all fine tobacconists worldwide, and that is a big success. There are not so many companies in the cigar trade which can pretend to be represented worldwide at the finest tobacconists, and for that you really need to have a large selection of very good blend and interesting cigars. That is what cigar smokers are looking for around the world, and Ashton stands for that. So I proudly represent Ashton here today. I will speak about all the different blends we have. And again, Robert Levin started something really special a long time ago with just one idea. And today, what we have done is really spectacular. We're so proud to be really represented everywhere. I want to thank again Noblego team for inviting me to speak about Ashton cigars. Of course, if you are curious about the taste and the story about Ashton cigars and you want to taste them all, you are welcome to purchase them online at noblego.de. you will be you will have a blast. You will go for a ride as you smoke all of them, and you can go for a long time because we feature many different cigars.